You have no rights by owning XRP. And some of you out there may be thinking, ooh, that sounds bad. But no, it's actually a good thing when it comes to the Howie Test and security laws, which is kind of what Deaton's talking about with the SEC versus Ripple Labs XRP case. And crypto-related stocks are on the rise this morning, leading ways to crypto having yet another green candlestick day. Banging and wanging this Tuesday morning with Bitcoin rolling in at 21,287. The rally continues. ETH at 1572 and XRP, highlight of the show, just under that 39-cent mark at 38.9, up 2% last 24 hours. Silvergate Capital posts $1 billion net loss and will substantially reduce his workforce, but the stock gains. That's right, everyone. Crypto-related stocks are on the way up, as even the stock market right now is seeing the action of the crypto market going, yo, maybe the bottom is in. Let's start trading these bad boys on the upside, even though they posted a $1 billion loss. Shares of Silvergate Capital rallied 1.9% in pre-market trading Tuesday, even after the cryptocurrency bank swung to a net loss of $1 billion, more than expected, citing a transformational shift in the digital asset industry due to significant over-leverage. The bank said it decided to substantially reduce its workforce to account for the economic realities facing the business and the digital asset industry today. So yes, crypto stocks on the way up, even though massive record-breaking losses have been posted. Tremble crypto lender Vauld gets extended from creditor protection. And who wins in every bankruptcy or lawsuit? It's the lawyers, everyone. As reported by Bloomberg on January 17, Vauld has been granted more than a month to close its negotiations with one of the two digital asset fund managers to take over executive control of the tokens stuck on its platform. And who's the loser? It's the people whose stuff is stuck on the platform. In July of 2022, the platform halted withdrawals for 800,000 customers, citing unfavorable market conditions and an unprecedented $200 million worth of withdrawals in under 2 weeks. That's crypto hot potato. So think of all those customers that aren't getting money, and then think of the customers of those customers that aren't getting their money, and so forth and so forth. Crypto hot potato is still going on. That's why we have to be cautiously optimistic, even though we've been seeing a bunch of green candlesticks. Brad Garlinghouse to represent Ripple at the World Economic Forum in 2023. Garlinghouse will be speaking alongside Netherlands Central Bank President, a European Commission Commissioner, and the UAE's Minister State of Artificial Intelligence, Digital Economy, and Remote Work Applications. Ripple Chief CEO Garlinghouse will be representing Ripple this year's meeting, January 16th and 20th. That's happening right now. Notably, Ripple is listed as a tech and pioneer unicorn. I like that label, everyone. It is one of only 90 companies on the list and one of only 2 blockchain and digital asset companies. Wonder who the other one is. We've talked about it here on this show. But let's get into green candlesticks and why you have no rights as an XRP holder, and it's actually a good thing. All right, so this is the action that we've been seeing here. This purple box that I have up on the screen is stock market hours being open, okay? We need to see what happens as the stock market digests this rally that has continued over the weekend. Now, I brought up that story earlier about Silvergate saying, hey, even though they had a horrible loss of over $1 billion, more than what they expected, they're still rallying in pre-market action. We also have miners out there. Yes, everyone, Bitcoin miners are starting to make money, which is transferring it to its stock market prices, which now the stock market peeps are like, yo, maybe the bottom is in. Maybe we can expect more green to come. And for those of you out there that are like, yo, I've seen so many articles out there, miners are selling Bitcoin, that's the sign that things are going to crash. No. They're able to sell their Bitcoin because they need to keep the doors open. They're able to sell Bitcoin because they're making money on it. They're able to sell Bitcoin because guess what? They're actually able to turn on their mining rigs, most of these companies first time in months, because the price now is finally at a point where they can make money per action. Oh my gosh, everyone. This is just like your oil drillers out there. Oil drillers turn off and oil producers turn off certain rigs and sites when prices get too low. But when prices get back up, they fire them bad boys back up and sell their product to make money. So are you upset when oil companies sell money from wells? No, that's just how normal business works. So don't follow the FUD in relation to that. But we have 4 business days left this week. And what I would love to see is XRP by the end of this week, right? By the end of business on Friday, being above that 40-cent mark. That would be something really big. Now you can see we've had several attempts here with the candlestick on January 15th where we hit 40, but we retraced. And again on the 13th where we hit it and then retraced as well. So So 2 attempts to break 40 have failed. That's what I'm saying. We get to that 40-cent mark by end of business on Friday. That could extend the rally even further into the weekend. And even look at Coinbase over here on the right, sitting now at just under $50. So even Coinbase, who's getting pounded by low volume, pounded by extreme expenses, they're even rallying despite the bad news. And now let's slide it on over to Deaton. Deaton says people predicting the SEC win over Ripple are overstating the regulator's chances. Attorney Deaton has asserted that common enterprise prong had been a major problem for the SEC throughout the case. The SEC had initially argued that Ripple was a common enterprise. However, the SEC abandoned this argument after Ripple forced the regulator to admit that owning XRP does not give holders a right or interest in the blockchain company. That's right. So if you own, right, some traditional stocks, kind of like Silvergate, you get voting rights. Some stocks that you buy, you actually get dividends and, from your action that you have in there. So you have rights with that. But when you own crypto, you don't have any rights. And I know that scares some people out there because you're like, well, wait a minute. Why am I holding on the coin if I don't get dividends, if I don't have voting rights, if I don't have ownership of part of the company? Yep, that's right. That's why crypto is so different than stocks. And that's why Deaton is out here saying, hey, wait a minute. You don't have any rights, so how does this fit under Howie Test common enterprise? So yes, not having rights in this situation is a good thing, especially if that's what the SEC is using to go after crypto. The outdated Howie Test. Maybe some of us out there have to start saying to the SEC, you might want to start updating your rules and regs because how crypto works is very different than how traditional stocks work, isn't it? And I'll admit, of my several years of covering this space, that is the one big thing that I think people have a really, really tough time distinguishing between stocks and crypto. With stocks, yes, you do have rights. Dividend stocks, you have rights. You have voting rights, okay? There's a whole bunch of things tied into stocks that you don't get with crypto. When you own XRP, you are not guaranteed any right to profit. You have no rights to vote. You have no right to dividend or yield. Nothing like that. Now, that separates stocks and cryptos quite heavily, which is why Deaton's like, yo, you can't use the Howie Test to say the SEC is a security. Interesting stuff, isn't it? We've got traditional stocks out there in the crypto space moving the way on up as crypto banks as well as Bitcoin mining stocks are starting to see more green after being led by the crypto market's green candlestick rally. Good stuff. And Vauld, yes, delay. Lawyers win, holders lose, but you're a winner. Why? Because you watched this video and I guaranteed you learned something. And by showing your support, you can hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you very much for the various levels of support for this channel. This video right here, YouTube algorithmically based on your previous searches, your viewing history to best wet your mental whistle. Until more news breaks, you cool cats, have a great rest of your day.